Hello Minecrafters, Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 6 of my Let's Play, though it's still day 5. I'm doing 2 episodes today. It's Saturday, I've got the time, and I've got the stuff to show. As I said in the last one, I was going to set up the first basic level of my mob grinder. I've got that blaze spawner I got from the tower dungeon, and it's working as long as I'm nearby. I have to be nearby for that sort to work. Don't need a dolly, use a cardboard box, cheaper. Alright, I've got a grinder here, and it's outputting into an essence drum. I've already got 62 buckets of essence. It's being powered by just a little bit of coal that I had lying around, and it's outputting blaze rods, and for some reason they're dropping a lot of armor. So I've got this thing set up so that if I set it to always running, it'll extract out all the armor and get rid of it. What it's actually doing is keeping just the blaze rods. But I'm leaving it off most of the time in case I don't know if this thing makes the small hearts anymore. It used to give the hearts. Maybe it doesn't anymore. But, this is for automatic killing. You notice they're still dropping down the hole there. Dropping down into here. I can flip this switch, and then any that come won't get killed by the grinder. I can go ahead and kill them myself. They'll come down. Sometimes they get jammed up against each other. Oh, there he is. Of course, this sword it's good, but it's not great. So I'll be using that area later when I want to tier up a soul gem, and I'll have a special sword with all the proper enchantments on it for that task. But yeah, so you can still kill them. This thing can still reach them when they're down there. So I don't have to close it up when I switch modes. So I'm going to let this run and get a good bit of mob essence. Then I'll be swapping out the soul cage for an auto-spawner, getting rid of that column of glass that's above it. That's there just so that if they spawn directly on top of the spawn cage, they're not on a conveyor belt, so they'll just sit there for a long time. But putting that glass there just keeps them from spawning in that area. Now, with the auto-spawner, I'm going to take out that glass because I'm going to put in the one safari ball I have, which has a ghast in it. And they need lots of room to spawn. And I'll also be putting the fans in those slots back there and wiring them up to some redstone so that they all turn on. And then that will give me the tiers that I need to make more safari balls. See how many tiers I can get, and I'll probably have to go around and get a few ender pearls manually just until I can get one more safari ball so I can get a enderman. Then I can swap out the ghast for an enderman and get more ender pearls, and that's what I really need for a lot of things. So this is still going, and I'm going to come back here when it's got a little bit more mob essence so I can run the auto spawner a little bit longer. As far as there's no extra wiring here. Everything you see as far as machine is right in front of you. I just put things next to each other. And then we're about to run out of coal, so I'm going to have to take care of that too. Alright, back in a bit. Oh, I completely forgot something. As soon as this thing ran out of coal, because it's sitting next to the grinder, it started getting blaze rods, which it can burn. And they work perfectly fine. So it's actually self-powering now. It's a nice thing about using blazes here. Of course, if we were doing Enderman, I can use the Ender Generator, I think it's called, which burns Ender Pearls. So, yeah, either one of those two options will be self-powered. So this is just, I don't have to do anything else here. This works. Be right back. Short little break here. I was out of quartz, so I came here to the nether to get some. Yep, this is the nether. I'm on top of the nether. Brought my same setup. The windmills still work here, which is nice because they got clear view to the sky. Sort of. I guess that's sky. The way you get up here easily, just look for ruins. There used to be a ruin here. In fact, I think there's another one over here. Yep, here it is. You can also see there's trees from Biomes of Plenty that poke up through, but the ruins can also poke up through. And this one I think has a cave spider on it. Cave spider spawner. But I just dug straight up till I got to the underside of this bedrock, and then looked on the mini-map to find a little discoloration of some sort, and dug over here. So just dug a tunnel here. Where's the... yeah, here. There it was. Came this way, and then underneath it, dug up. Sure enough, there was a hole. Once you get up here, there shouldn't ever be mobs up here unless you give them something other than bedrock to spawn on. But up here is a great place that you can set up to... wow, it's gotten a lot already. It's got a lot more to go. So, little trick. Could also get my soul sand this way, and could probably even mine for nether ores. But I probably won't do that. I got other things planned. Anyway, back in a bit. Another little side task while I've been waiting was to put together that Tinker's Construct smeltery that I stole from the village. I took a barrel, which is... let's see, I get the recipe for a drum. Here it is, drum. Just a whole lot of iron. I got plenty of iron. Iron pressure plate, cauldron. Took one of those in a bucket and went out to one of the lava pools on the surface of the mining age and got some good bit of lava. 70 buckets, plus another 4 that are in here. I had to make the drains. Just seared bricks. And the seared bricks, in turn, are a grout, and the grout is clay and sand and gravel. Fairly simple stuff. Should all be in the book that you're given when you start. I made one seared faucet, and I just put down the 4 basins and tables that came with it. I just had to make more bricks to make this larger size that I was going for. It can be any rectangular size, I think, these days. So I'm making it like this. You don't have to do the corners. And it seems to be online and ready to go. I haven't used it for anything. Put down the tables I got from one of the villages and a couple of the patterns. So it's ready to go, but has not yet been used. And I should put another torch down in the back here now that I finished building it. And it just lives in a little door there, side of my base. Cleaned it out. This one I dug with the atomic disassembler real fast, so didn't even need the turtle. It was faster to do it myself now. Now, one of my next projects is going to need this stuff. The fused quartz, which is just quartz, which is why I was in the nether. Gives you this. And then the vibrant alloy, which is... took one of my few ender pearls. I've only had 5. Now I've got 4 left. I can't use those. I need them. With one of the energetic alloys that I made before from gold and glowstone and redstone. And now I just need some conduit binder, which I think I've got over here still. And that was made with a binding composite, which is more gravel and sand and clay. Very similar to the seared brick grout. And that should give me ender fluid conduit. I like the ender fluid conduit over the other fluid conduits. They've got fluid conduit, pressurized fluid conduit, and ender fluid conduit. Yeah. This one's good just because, from what I understand, the liquid doesn't ever live in the pipes. It lives in the source and the destination, and the pipe just sends it from one place to the other. So when you break one of these pipes, you don't lose anything in it. So that makes it a little bit cleaner. And I'm going to need that for this project with the mob grinder. I've added 1 drum of essence that I've gotten from the grinder down there. So we're probably about ready. Let's go ahead and grab this stuff. And heck, I'll even grab the chest. Whoop. This thing is a little bit powerful there. But I better turn it down while I'm in the base. Let's go to slow. There we go. Oh, I still have the seared bricks on me. That's alright. Down here, how are we doing here? Only have 12 blaze rods, but that's because it's been putting a lot into the generator. Now that it's pretty much full, most of them will be going here. And we've got a pretty good tank here too, so I think it's time to shut this one down. So let me get a cardboard box that's empty. I stuck this block underneath it just to keep any of the blazes from spawning under the spawner. I don't know if they will, but better safe than sorry. Now lock it up. See if the last of them are gone. Yep, all gone. Now we can go up inside and make some modifications. Let's see, is my magnet on? I made a magnet. Oops, recipe. Recipe, come on. Recipe. Oh, I guess because it's on. Magnet. It's a bunch of different magnets in the game. I like the practicalities one. Just some iron, redstone, iron and lapis, and one ender pearl and gold. That was a previous ender pearl I had. So I'm still got 4. I'm keeping those last 4. You can upgrade it with 3 more of those, 3 more ender pearls and gold, but it'll have to wait. That one's great because it'll suck anything that you can see as a drop. You'll never see it as a drop. It'll immediately get sucked to you, unless you're full. But this other one at least gets things that are close by, and I've sort of missed having a magnet. So let's take down this glass, because it's time to start spawning some ghasts. Whoop, yeah. If you crouch while on these things, they won't move you. And it doesn't give you the recipe. I'm using the Whala to try and give me the recipe of what I'm looking at. It doesn't always work, so let's type in conveyor belt. Here it is. Lots of different conveyor belts. I've used the Mine Factory ones many times, but I sort of like the extra utilities one, which just takes some track, iron, and redstone. You get 8 for 6 track. And a really good recipe for track is to use mechanism osmium and a stick. Gives you 24. So I actually made way too many tracks accidentally when I was setting this up. Alright, so let's see here. Clear out my work table area. First of all, I want to set up my fans. I got enough here to make 5 fans. I'm probably only going to use 3. We'll see how 3 does. But they care about what angle you're at when you place them. So if you place them at an angle, it's going to be at an angle. So let me break that and try and get straight on at it. Like that, and place it. Okay. Place it, and place it. Now they're not on. They won't be on by default. They need a power switch. So that's why I have the passageway behind, so I can just put levers on the wall between them, I guess. Alright, so now we need an auto-spawner. For that, I think I have all the materials. I think it is one of these machine blocks that made of plastic and stone. Some more plastic. I think that goes there. There. No. Like that. Like that. Yes. Auto-spawner. Now that is going to go there. And I'm going to have to go back underneath. Oop, close the door. To set up the rest of it. That was just to temporarily get it there. Alright, it's going to need power, and it's going to need ender fluid. It's going to need essence. So I'm going to bring this down. Stick a barrel of essence underneath it. Alright. Now, I do love the Ender IO cables, all of them, because when you don't right-click this, well, I guess sometimes it works for this center piece, but I always try and aim for this outer piece, because sometimes the middle one, especially when you have multiple cables together, because that's one of its features. Clicking on this outer one lets you get in here. And I want to say extract, always active. And now if I look up here, this is now full of essence. 4 buckets of essence. I could put the Safari net in, but nothing's going to happen yet because it also needs power. Now if this was any other mods cable, you'd have to run power up some other side, but I did forget to bring my cable, so let me run over or fly up here and get it. Because the Ender IO cables can be placed in the same block as each other. I imagine there's an upper limit, but I don't know what that is, of how many different cables. I don't know if there are enough cables to matter in that sense, but I'm going to bring this down and bring it along the roof. So now you can see they're sort of combined nicely. And now if I look at the controls for this end, I've got 2 tabs. One for the fluid, which is in and out, which is fine. And one for the power, which is in and out, and that's fine, even though both are going in. Now my power source is right there. So let's bring this down. And I ran out, of course. Well, I got a little bit more up there. Let me go grab it. And I'm going to power it off of coal, I guess. I don't have much else to use. Which I think I've got in my... Yeah, I've got some coal. I emptied out my miner. This guy, the digital miner. 3. I hope that's enough. If not, I'll have to pause and make more. I emptied out the digital miner to use it for the nether trip, and I never put that stuff away, so it's still in my bag. 1, 2. Okay, just for neatness, let's put it there and break that one. Okay, so now it's... Oh, gassed! It's working. And I just killed it. We should have a tier. No, no tier yet. It's not going to burn the tiers, is it? No. Let's go ahead and put all the rods in there. Oh, it's eating the tiers. Ah. Turn that off. Okay. Whew. And this. Got each of those 2. I did find a heart somewhere else, and I stuck it in here. I don't think it matters, but I didn't want it to eat hearts. Actually, I'd probably just leave that thing off, because I don't think the ghasts are going to give any armor. I didn't think the blazes would either, but... Alright, so it's already working. All we needed was the power and the essence. And that's going to last a while. The amount of work it takes, in this case it looks like it takes 53, seems to be based on the number of health points of the mob. So mobs with really high health take a long time, and therefore a lot more power and essence. But yay, we've got tiers now, which means I can take my 4 ender pearls. Come on, there we go. And make a new safari ball. And I'm going to go out and get me an enderman. And the enderman is going to go in there, and I'll get more ender pearls. Now, eventually I'm going to have both these setups, the one with the spawner cage and this one with the auto-spawner, next to each other. Because one can generate the essence for the other. Here I'm just doing them one after the other. But this will eventually stop when it runs out of essence, with the essence that's down there, and then I can transfer this one, but when it's all gone, it stops. Because though this grinder is still making essence, this amount is still going to go up from these ghasts. It takes more essence to spawn them than you get for killing them. So it'll eventually, this system would eventually run out, even if I piped this one straight down to the other one. So you need another source of mob essence, and that's what I'm going to use soul shards for. Now I can have this thing generating mobs and create a soul shard for any mob that I want, like Enderman. It takes a little while, because this is fairly slow. Using the blaze spawner I found, I could make a tier 5 blaze spawner pretty quickly. So I'm probably going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to leave this running. Actually, yeah, this will keep running when I'm not here. I don't have to stick around like the other one. And I can go out and get myself an Enderman. So I'm going to be back when I've caught one. And in the meantime, I'm going to clean up my inventory again. And I'll see you in a little bit. And I'm back. Had to fly around all night, but I eventually found an Enderman just as the sun was coming up. Is he too high for this thing to kill him? That'll pretty much jam the whole thing if it is. I don't think there's any way to push him down. Oh well, about to change it anyway. Out with that safari bowl, and in with the Enderman. How are we doing for mob essence? Pretty good still. Not a problem. Go up here. Yeah, he's stuck. And now he's dead. And those experience are going to come down here. Oh, some extra things came down here. Oh, that's what I just killed. Yeah. I was thinking, is this full? No. Oh. Ender pearls. Did an Enderman appear? An Enderman must have appeared while I was down below. Yeah, there he is. Excellent. So I can spend the rest of the night killing Endermen or killing blazes and make myself a soul shard. But first I need a few more ender pearls, I think, because you need ender pearls to make soul sand without going to make end stone without actually going to the end. So you're gonna get. Is this thing out of power? No. But it's not working anymore. Why is it not working anymore? Let me see here. Maybe because the other thing is taking all the power? It shouldn't. They should be even. Let me break it, put it back down again. No, it's not getting any energy. It looks like all the energy is getting sucked out by the... Whew, I really need to get... Yeah, there it goes. I guess I really need to get more power production going. That's the sign of a nice balanced mod pack. You could do a lot of powerful things, but each powerful thing requires a different powerful thing to get going. So I can make lots of mob drops, but I need power. And to get the power, I need a lot of mob drops. It's pretty balanced. Yep, that's now dead again. I guess it was only working before because this thing had a stockpile of power. But now this 40 RF per tick it's putting out is all going into here. Yep. That little generator just can't power both machines. Well, for the moment, I can go ahead and kill them by hand for sure. Oh, maybe it'll work better with the atomic disassembler, as long as I'm careful not to break the block behind them. Oh yeah, 2 hits, much better. It's a bit drained because I was harvesting stone around one of the ruins just to see what was in it. But yeah, I'll get a few more ender pearls. Or do I have enough? Oh, let's give it a try. See what happens. So let's head up to the new smeltery that still has not been turned on. Let's grab a little sand as we go. So what you do is you put the ender pearls in here. They're going to start melting down. And in one of these basins, you put a piece of sand. And as soon as the ender pearls are done melting down, You right-click this, and it'll pour into the sand, and it should turn into end stone. So I'll be back when these are ready. Alright, it melted down. I have 1,250 resident ender. Let's see how much it takes to make... Did I get the recipe wrong? End stone. I was doing that from memory. That. Fluid transposer, casting basin. You can do it onto obsidian or sandstone. Oh, okay. That's it. Alright, well, easy fix. Sandstone. And that actually gives me exactly the right amount of pieces. There's one, and... Come on. End stone. How many of these can I get out? This should be enough for everything. Excellent. Alright. Whoop. Oh, don't do that. Alright, I'm going to have to fix this. Show you how to fix this. Let's... I got an Enderman head. Let's get... fluid duct. Any fluid duct will work. Break that off. Put on the fluid duct. And it just has to be something that you can pump from one place to another. Okay, there. Setting this to extract, pumped it right back in, and it's back in there again. Alright. Actually, we could probably use that to, I don't know, the spigot's fine. Just use the spigot for now. Sandstone, pour. Alright, I'm going to get the rest of these, and we'll set up for soul shards. Okay, got it all done. I've cleaned up my inventory a little bit. We should have everything we need. And let's see if we just do it here on the floor. Alright. This is the Soul Shards mod. And I think I'm getting these in the right order. Put netherrack around the outside. End stone like that. Glowstone in the middle, and hit it with a diamond. No. I've done it wrong. Check it on there? No, I'm pretty sure you hit it. Well, maybe do throw it. I don't think so, but I probably have one of these backwards. No. Alright. I'm going to have to look this up. Okay. Had to kill a few more Endermen, but now we've got the right recipe to do this. So let's try it again. So it's end stone around the outside, so you need the most of that. 8 of that. Fill in these holes. Don't have to, but keep it purty. Alright, so then those, and then glowstone in the middle, and we hit it with a diamond. It worked. Do it again. I want 4 of them. You lose the glowstone when you do it, but that's fine. And now we've got 4 unbound soul shards. And I'm just going to tear this up, because I don't need to have it on the floor all the time. I'm probably never going to use more than 4 soul shards, so don't need to make another one. Alright. So I'm going to put these in the bag. Now I'm going to go down. The question is, Blaze or one more floor. Blaze or Enderman? Oh, to solve the power problems while I was waiting, I made a second generator and gave it a dedicated one. That might work better. Yeah, at least it's working. I've got Enderman head and 2 Ender pearls, so it is sort of working. But this is very slow. I think I'm going to go with the blazes, because that'll be easier for me to get it going. So for that, I need to disable this guy. Oh, my magnet's off. There we go. Get that back. Gonna go and take out that, break that. I'm probably gonna lose the little bit of essence that was in it. It's like 4 buckets, but that's okay. We'll have plenty before long. Should patch that hole. Alright. So now I just need to put the glass back in the inside and set back up the spawner. Like so. Glass is back up there. The spawner box is back in place. This should be disabled. Well, it might kill one because it's got a buffer of energy. This is ready. And release. And again, because I don't want them spawning down here, I'll put a block below. Alright. So now we should get some blazes spawning. Oh, I want to get an enchantment on my sword. And maybe make a special sword for this. Yeah, there. Let this one, let it kill the first few. And let me set up an enchantment. Be right back. Okay, I should have everything I need for this. I need to make an Eye of Ender, 2 obsidian around an enchantment table, book and quill, and that gets me advanced enchantment table. And I grew all the sugar cane and made the paper, made the books, and there we go. Now let me make a new sword because mine are all damaged. Or are they? No, actually, maybe one of them is still... No, it's a little damaged. Well, I think I can repair them in here. Let's take them out. Put it in here and say repair. Repair cost 0. I guess that doesn't repair. How about my armor? Repair cost 0. Doesn't repair. Huh. Guess it only repairs basic items. I was really hoping it would repair these. Alright, let me just make... Well, could I enchant this? Yeah, I can enchant it. Why not? Alright, what I want is... I don't think it's soulbound, it's soul stealer. There we go. Enchant that. And might as well give it sharpness at the same time. And, oh, why not looting? Anything else? Unbreaking? I need a little bit more. Well, that's okay, because the farm that I took the farming station away from, down here, still had plenty of enchantment berries, or essence berries. Concentrated essence berry. So I'll just nom on a few of these while I walk. Oop. Try not to look at anything while I'm eating, because it'll activate. Alright, well I got 30 levels now. Should be enough to finish this off. Unbreaking. Alright. So I don't think I can do soulbound. When you do that one, it says you need vast numbers of bookcases, so I don't know. And I don't want knockback, don't want fire aspect, don't want flim-flam. So that's done. So let me put that one back in my... Whoop, not in there. In this one. I'll keep that one around too. But this should do pretty well for leveling up a soul gem. Now the soul gem does have to be on your hotbar to count. So I think it's going to still kill a few. Should make this glass so I can see up there. Because I think a few of them are going to still get killed, yep, by the grinder. Let me get up there, get up there. How much does it got? Oh, it just only has a few kill, 1 kill left. And then they're mine. Let's see how many hits it takes. Well, this should tell me the damage. 15.25 attack damage. Not bad. It seemed like it took 3 hits, but then I don't know if the grinder did it. It's already damaged. 1. Okay, there's a couple of them in there. So it looks like it takes 3 hits. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Yeah, it varies. 2 or 3 or 4. So this is probably going to wear out pretty quick. But that's okay, because I can always make another one and enchant it the same way using those essence berries. So it's a renewable resource. Alright, and we should have 42 kills. I have not killed 42, but for each one of these I kill, let's get a single clean kill. Alright, it says 54, 1 kill, 60. So it's 6 kill points per kill with this enchantment on. So it's definitely worth stopping to get. Alright, well, I'll be doing this for a while, because I need about 1,000... I need exactly 1,024 kill points to get this up to a tier 5. And then that will replace our vanilla blaze spawner in our mob farm. And I may dig out a second room so both mob farms could be right next to each other running at the same time. I'll do the digging off camera, but I'll hook it up on camera. And so this, I think, is a good stopping point for this episode, because I want to be doing this for a while. And I'll see you next time. Oh, and be sure to comment if there's anything you think I can do better as far as the production value goes. If I'm leaving too much out with my cuts. I just know that I do, hours of playing, and I try and give you the best pieces of it, and do all the boring, digging out or other things where they stopped off camera as much as I can, and still keep a continuity of what I'm doing. It's the main thing. I want you to feel like you've been around for the whole ride here without boring you with the whole ride. So it's a fine balance. Let me know how I'm doing, and if you like the Let's Play, spread it around, get more people watching. As we get farther along, I'll be doing more interesting things, at least more interesting to me. Complicated machinery and so forth. I'll definitely be doing big reactors with turbines. I'll be automating Botania. I'll be doing 5x mechanism ore duplication. Instead of doubling your ores by grinding and smelting, you can do 5 times. You get 5 ingots from 1 ore. I've got a slightly different way of doing it than everybody else. I don't use selenation towers. Yeah, lots of cool stuff coming. Just got to get there. I'm getting close. As soon as I get the big reactor going, I'm going to want to get a mining laser going. That's very important. That will keep the big reactor running forever. And a few more mob farm setups, and I think I'm good to go. Then we can start building the real base, because this whole area is just temporary. This is my hovel. I've spruced it up a little bit for you guys, but normally it's just cobble and dirt. But we'll get there. Alright, well, this is Nonsanity signing out, and I'll see you later.